Well, good evening or good morning, everyone. This is probably the latest live stream I've done, or the earliest, depending on what time zone you all are in. So I don't expect our usual audience participation, but I did want to get out what I talked about yesterday, at least. So we do have a few of you on. Welcome. Yeah, this is the latest one I've done, I think. So yeah. Downloaded Thinkorswim and started practicing with the paper money function. Yeah, we're going to go in depth into this. By the way, is my fan too loud? I have a fan over here. I mean, I have fans on here, but I got a fan over here too. Just let me know if it's too loud or not. But we're going to go into detail. I feel in the mood to do this now, so might as well go ahead. As a problematic gambler, trading options resembles roulette too much for my taste. Oh, that's the best game at the casino. And goes against my investing strategy, but still I appreciate the opportunity for free practice. Oh, with the Thinkorswim and knowledge, more importantly. THB rolling in from a club for a live stream. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so what I had to do, I had to go and actually do some prep work for this video beforehand. So I went into Thinkorswim, since I can't share it on here, and I put it in the email. Let me turn this off. It's a little noisy. So what I did, oh, if one fan goes off, another fan starts in the base of the computer. Okay, so what I had to do, I had to put this together and email myself, basically. So we'll go into detail here. We can do what I wanted to do yesterday, basically. So this is the screen. So as they say, read them and weep, or learn for next time, if there is a next time. So I'm going to go over at least 3 trades that would have made you over $200,000 in profits. So our NVDA trade, and I played around with this a little bit. I picked some further out expiration dates to make it a little more, spice it up a little bit, because you would have made more money on these actually if you had bought different strikes. So to be exact, these 3 trades would have added up to $228,015 if you got 10 contracts of each one. And for whatever reason, Thinkorswim has some difficulty with ETFs. So I tried to simulate the TSLL, the UPRO, and the TQQQ, but it just wasn't having it. So I did get the 3 stocks. So our biggest win, if you can see here, hopefully the screen is big enough. What time zone am I in? It varies, honestly. It completely varies. So, what can I say? Anyway, so all right, hopefully you all can see this really well. So our first one, NVIDIA, the one I like to talk about the most, that would have made us 10 contracts of that if we bought in January. If we bought the January 19th, 2024 expiring call options. And I'm going to go into all the details of this. So if you're a novice, you would be able to do this. So in the middle of the screen here is what I want you to focus on. 3 trades in green in the middle of the screen. The second trade, you'll see here, if you can see my cursor, NVIDIA, 10 contracts, January 19th, 2024 expiration, a strike price of 325, call option, buying it the first day the market traded this year, January 2nd, you would have paid $2.80 I believe, per contract for this trade. Very high delta, low theta for the 10 of them. This would have garnered you a profit of $145,800. This was the one, I did the similar trade, but I went ahead and picked this date because it actually would have done better. I bought these like last July and August. I bought a couple of them in July, a couple of them in August. So these would have still made 130,000, 10 of them. I only bought about 3, I think, and sold them way too soon. Had an 85% gain, but sold them way too soon. So let me know how the sound is here. For any of you, watching at home. I'm in a little bit of a different spot this evening or this morning. So I should have actually done. We should have done a podcast. I actually talked to Andre for a while, and we should have just what we talked about. We should have just podcasted because at least make a little bit of money and whatnot. But that just was basically a phone call. So, am I shorting the short stocks? No, I only short the longs. I actually the only shorts that I do. I'll probably do some puts on TSLY if the premium gets back up to what I want it to be. So anyway, all right. So we've got 145,000. So NVDA 145,800, and that's with a very small investment up front, actually. So that's our first example trade, and then we're going to look at Meta, and then we're going to look at a third trade in Tesla. So those other two would have made us about 40,000 and change. So, and I'm anxious to see what kind of participation we get here at this hour. So far, we've got 16 of you on, which is impressive. Okay, let me go back. That's right. I'm in the middle of my tabs here. So, all right. Our next one would have been Meta buying January 3rd. I don't know why I picked. Actually, the second was our first trading day. Oh well, a day later. So Meta, January 3rd, 2023, $300 strike price. January 19th, 2024 expiring, 10 contracts. Would have made a profit of $41,615 even. So, and for those of you that are new at options trading, I'll explain all this terminology to you, but let me just put this in the comments here. So for those keeping track at home, these three trades would have made us a lot for a relatively small upfront invested amount. This is how they say get rich off options trading. If you play this right, your maximum risk when you're doing call options, you just lose your whole investment, which that's not too bad. What the heck? Just lose everything you have invested. That's your maximum risk, right? That's not terrible. I mean, when you're shorting, you have like unlimited risk. So anyway, all right. So next one is Tesla. And that's going to be, and now, by the way, the reason I'm doing more options videos now, because I was really impressed by the way the last one performed. It was almost on par with a dividend video. So if we can get to that, that will definitely be a game changer. So Tesla, this would be at a strike price of 280. So this one would officially be in the money, actually. This one 10 contracts of the January 19th, 2024 expiring call options being purchased on January 3rd, 2023 would have garnered us a profit of $40,600. So I'll put that one in the chat as well. Now we have a couple of ETFs, which for whatever reason didn't Thinkorswim's having an issue with that. It's not generating the it won't generate a result for whatever reason. So, but we know the calculation thanks to Hoffman that gave us the calculation yesterday, which I should know. I learned all this in finance class, but you forget things if you're not seeing them every day. So anyway, a couple things I want to point to in the screen here. Some of you that are really observant, you'll notice here this account screen that I'm sharing. It's got at the top left, $191,000. Whoa, the coach is rich. Actually, this is a fake account, believe it or not. This is a dummy account. So this is play money that they give you to play around with. So I logged into this one on purpose. But I just figured if I didn't say anything, some of you might look up here to the top left and see, whoa, 191,000. Look at this guy. But that's actually fake money. If you look at the top above that, because see, some of you, your eyes would stop right there, but you just have to look up another half an inch or so, and you would see that it says simulated trading, which means it's a fake account to play with. And that's what Ameritrade gives you. And I wouldn't doubt some YouTubers probably use this and say, look at me, I'm rich, because they give you 200,000 to start with. So actually, I should have said that because this has lost some money from where it started. So 191,000. Because I did some really stupid options plays in this one that expired worthless. But anyway, okay, so those are the three. Now, what I want to go into fundamentals. If you were going to pick an options trade just out of the blue, say you wanted to trade NVDA, you would go in, you would look at the options, the list of options at different strike prices. You would probably want to pick something between 6 months to a year out, which would be considered a LEAP, long-term equity anticipation option. And if you're anticipating any of these stocks to be higher 12 months from now than they are today, which they very well could be, then you would do a LEAP call option on these. So you would pick the stock, you would select here, you've got the bid and the ask. It's going to buy at the ask unless you set a limit order. You would pick a strike price at somewhere higher than where the stock is today, presumably that it's in the money by the time you sell it, but you don't want it to expire in the money because you'll get assigned the shares. And then, you would buy however many contracts you can afford to buy, right? So let me figure something out here because I know I got a question on this already. I'm going to go back into Thinkorswim here, which you all are not going to be able to see on your end. But I'm going to figure out what the original, oh, come on, what's this doing? It's not cooperating with me. That's what it's doing. I want to figure out the original, what is this crap? Oh, here we go. For whatever reason, I got a little L shape here. Okay. So, oh, that didn't refresh because that's at the top of the screen. No wonder. Let me go back here again. Okay, bear with me here. So I'm gonna figure out here what the original investment would be in these scenarios here. January 3rd. Okay, well, that didn't give me a number. So, how do I see this now? So this would have been 151 times 100, I want to say. I want to say for this one, we would have put I want to say it would have been 1,500 for Meta, because this was real cheap at the time. I want to say it would have been 3,525 for TSLY. I want to say 2,800 for NVIDIA, and I want to say 1,510 for Meta. So that would have cost about $8,000 to make this trade. Let me be sure on this though. I want to make sure that's right. So let's see. I think that's right, but I'm not sure why this is not giving me a number. I mean, I've got the price, I've got the strike price, I've got the number of contracts. Let me see what else I can add here. There should be, bear with me here. Current set, expiration. Well, I've got the price already. So that's what I think, about 8,000. Let's just go with that. That's still a phenomenal return, So, and then as far as the other ones, as far as TQQQ, if we had bought in January, we're just going to have to do this manually. Let me check the comments here. Let me stop this screen, and you'll just get my face for now. See how we're doing on comments here. 10 contracts. Oh, somebody probably tried to help me out here. 10 contracts. What 280 would cost? Yeah, pretty much. That's what you see. You get it, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. 10 contracts at 280. Yeah, you're close. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. So you invest 2,800 to make 40,660. This is how a poor person can get rich. That's the point here, if you play it right. But the thing is, a poor person, not to bash poor people, but a poor person, just like when they play lotto, they're probably going to make dumb trades, unfortunately. So, can a poor person do this? Absolutely. But they have to be calculated the way they do it. You can't just make dumb trades or you'll lose what little bit of money you have, right? So, a person that plays this just right can absolutely go from rags to riches, as they say. So, all right, as far as that, let me go back here. Let me come up with something manually for, boy, that hat really messes up my hair. Let me come up with something manually for TQQQ and for UPRO and TSLL since Thinkorswim doesn't want to spit out a number for ETFs. All right, so if we were going back to, let's see here, January 3rd, let's say January 3rd, right? Non-trading day, January 2nd, duh. I didn't pick January 2nd. January 3rd, come on. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay, so TQQQ, January 19th, 2024 would be, we would pick, say, a $45 strike price because, we're perfect in hindsight, So $45 strike price, this one would have been cheap, 75 cents a contract. We'll just go with the ask price. We'll make it a little more generous than it probably, we probably would have gotten an even better price. So 75 times, so 750 per contract for TQQQ, right? And then as of July 14th, this was at, let's see here. This would have done pretty good, I think. So 45 is what we're looking for, $45 strike price. And I'm doing this on my end, remember. So this would have made us, let me see here. Seems like this would have been better, but this would have made us, the $750 would have, it's saying, oh wait, this is September 15th. I want, I want December now. I want December. Oh, I picked the wrong one, so I need to start over, actually. September 15th. Let's go to, January. Here we go. We'll just do January 19th. January 19th. Come on. 45. Let's see here. Ooh, we got a lot of strike prices on this one. If anybody has any basic questions, let me know in the comments. All right, so let's go back in time again to January 3rd. January 3rd, the stupid thing keeps on defaulting to January 2nd. All right, here we go now. So we would have bought this one, $45, 75 cents. So I was right. I guess I was on the wrong one looking at the terminal date. All right, so July 14th, we would be for $45. Let's see, come on. This thing's still a little clunky. And see, my desktop, I don't have a webcam set up, so I should really focus on the stuff, just get it going. All right, so this one, so for TQQQ, all right, I have a verdict here now. Oops. So watch this one. TQQQ, if bought 1, 2, 23, you would have a $750 investment for 10 contracts would have turned into 6,700. Not too shabby, but not quite our stocks. So that's TQQQ. That's the Nasdaq one. Now we're going to do UPRO. Then we'll do TSLL. Then we'll call it a night or a morning or whatever time we're at right now. I got 20 of you on, which is impressive for like 220 on the East Coast. I almost forgot which coast I'm on. I'm actually, it's funny. I'm on the West Coast of Florida. So, and then we've got the West Coast of the United States. So sometimes I get mixed up on what coast I'm on, Anyway, so, all right. Well, you all are kind of quiet in the comments other than like one of you. I think one of you really gets this. That's usually how class works. One student really gets it. The others don't. But that's good. I can tell it's at least clicking for somebody. All right, so it's only making massive amounts of money, Not too exciting. See, if I had a picture of a Lamborghini and a bunch of women and stuff like that, then that would get your attention. Then I could have like fake trading posters and stuff that mean nothing, That's what usually gets people's attention. But anyway, okay, so next one up to bat will be the UPRO. Now, so TQQQ is a triple levered NASDAQ ETF. UPRO is a triple levered S&P 500 ETF. And I feel like these gains would have been a little bit better than this because this isn't quite, um, I think I'm doing it right. It's still a good gain, don't get me wrong, but for 6 months, you see how you would have done in the stocks, you know? So anyway, let's come up with something similar for the UPRO. So I'm going to look up the UPRO, January 3rd, 2020, trading date. Just want to have an actual result here because I know I came up with some stuff yesterday, but you know, I want to have a more precise number. So we're going to go back to January 3rd here. January 3rd. This keeps doing this to me, of course. And okay, so we would have picked, let's see, what are we at right now? We're at, oh, we dropped it. Wait a second. Huh. Let's see here. UPRO, oh, we're at 50. What is this telling me here? Oh, we were at 32 in the beginning of the year. That's why. Okay. All right. So we would have picked, say, a $50 strike. So this would be 280. So easy math, right? 280. So 2,800 for this trade. Excuse me. 2,800 for this trade. And then, and keep in mind, all right, we're only halfway through the year. So we're only doing this for half a year. You know, we're not even looking at all the way until I'll do another video looking at these same trades at expiration. Because I've had some of you tell me that you know, just hearing me talk about NVIDIA, you all got in and you made quite a bit of money. So trust me, I feel like I'm better at making other people rich than I am making myself rich. So that's kind of funny. Oh, it's 222 time-wise. So, all right, if we were looking at July 14th, come on, one more day. Come on. This tool is something else here. There, use it. There we go. Okay, $50 strike price. Have I lost everybody yet? This can't be right. So this is telling me a $2,800 investment would have gone up to $5,500. So it would have doubled, but still, I would think this would be like way more. You know what? That's an old link. I need to update that. Thanks for pointing that out. I haven't actually used that. So you did click the link because I do have, like, I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have Twitter, but I don't think I've updated those since like late 2021. So I got to get on it, right? So, all right, the UPRO example. These aren't too great, but what do we say? 2,800 to 500. So you would have doubled your money, but not all that exciting. And I think I'm right in that. Now TSLL, see, this can't be right because if you just bought the ETF itself is up this much. So like for TSLL, we're probably going to come up with the same kind of deal. Let's see. So TSLL, which is up like 160%. So these numbers are probably wrong for these last three. Just keep that in mind. I was hoping I'd get all of these right today. I really was. All right, so we would say strike price. What is this here? We don't have a January one yet for TSLL? Huh. Oh, well, so we'll have to go with December then. All right, so December for TSLL. This is our last one. And I don't think these are right, but just stick with me here. I think these would be much better, actually. Just disappointed this tool is still not cooperating with me. TSLL is 1925. Since the beginning of the year, we're up 280%. So we're going to find out real quick here with this one. So, all right, let's go back to January 3rd and the historical data. January 3rd, of course, it's going to default to the day before, and it's going to tell me that's not a trading day, as usual. Huh. So oh, you know what? The December one didn't exist at this time. This must be a low traded one. So we would have had to pick June 16th. So our example is going to be a little bit different here for this one. So this one, we would have picked a $20. Wow, this would have been cheap AF. Fill in the AF. 10 cents per contract. This would have been, so you could have gotten into this one. This is like a YOLO trade. So you could have gotten into this one for 10 cents. This would have been $100 to make this trade for the June 16th expiring. So the ones that expired a month ago, because this is, if we were doing this a month ago, the December one didn't exist. It was only like June 16th. So if you held this one till expiration uh, at a strike of $20, what? This, oh, I think theta decay would have factored in. Hang on a second here. This may not be the best example. Okay, so this one we probably would have had to sell it like a week before. All right, so as of like June 8th, let's see, at a $20 strike, we still would have done pretty well, I think. At a $20, no, something's not right here. All right, scratch this TSLL example. What you need to focus on, though, the ETF itself is up 280%. So I'm gonna have to come up with better, better data on this. Oh, good, we got a hello from Anthony Walker. I guess you're a new, relatively new subscriber. Hope you did subscribe. We're actually, we keep hitting new records. We're almost at 2020, which hindsight's 2020, right? We're at 2017, so 3 away from 2020. So we're moving ahead. So I need some better data for the 3 ETFs, TSLL, UPRO, and TQQQ, because my numbers aren't right here. My numbers for the stocks are right, but not for the ETFs, unfortunately. So I posted a little known ticker with possible swing potential to a new Discord server that I'm helping to manage if you want to check it out. There's no paywall or sales funnel or anything like that. Okay, do you want to email me? Do you know how to find my email? It's in the channel info page. If not, I'll put it here. It's lifechangingfinancialconsults@gmail.com. So here we go. So email me that. But I do want to have some kind of like, I think I have a Patreon link that I haven't done anything with either. So I want to get Patreon going. I want to have Discord going. And I'm probably going to have some kind of a membership going for those things because, as things get more popular here, the prices go up. I got to jump on the inflation bandwagon too, after all, which some stuff's just extortion. I won't extort my fans, but, got to do what you got to do. Can't wait for the dividend Monday. Yeah, we're like 24 hours away or a little more, maybe 30 hours away at this point. So I'm super excited about that. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to get a quick one out here. I felt kind of, in the mood for it. So we did get the numbers right for the 3. If we made 3 trades, NVDA would have made you a really nice salary, juicy salary. Actually, you could have made like 3 different salaries on these 3 trades. Meta would have made you like 41,615 if you made the trade that we talked about in the beginning of the video. And then Tesla would have made you 40,660 on a relatively low investment. So you could have saved up, if you get less than $10,000 saved up, you can make these kind of trades, So that's the really cool thing. So all these big goals you may have in life, you can really accelerate things through trading options. That's why I'm such a fan. And I'm excited to see that the views are starting to match up a little bit with the dividend ones. Because yesterday I did an options video. Well, and I'm talking about, I haven't mentioned TSLY, but it is in the title. But the other trade is the sell puts. So this is really a sequel to the video I did yesterday. So the other trade is to sell puts and generate some extra money on top of that juicy fat dividend for TSLY, right? So you can make like some extra, free money on top of that. So, wow, we got 26 live viewers on at 2:30 in the morning. This is awesome. This is awesome. I wonder how many of you are in different time zones, like in the West Coast and whatnot. Oh, look, we even got Hog Farmer on. How about that? They took our dividend out on the ex-divvy date. Now they're giving it back. Why should we be happy? Hey, that's how, about 28. Wow, everybody's waking up, I guess. So because it's such a fat, juicy dividend, and if you were in before then, like I've held shares in this fund since April. So hopefully a lot of you have too. And we got in for like, $14 or so, and you see where it is today, right? So, but that is how these work. The dividend comes out, you get it paid back, right? But you've got to look at it like if you've been in it for a while, which hopefully you have. Wouldn't call it free money, says Stephen Orr. Well, welcome to the live stream. I hit a THB pin. What is that? Oh, never mind. Are these your price predictions? Oh yeah, I'm predicting NVIDIA to go to 145,000. We would all be rich. It would be like Berkshire Hathaway. No, you'll have to watch at the beginning of the video. Anyway, well, I'm glad to see almost 30 of you are on. We went for about 30 minutes here. Just wanted to get out a quick one. Like I said, kind of wanted to see a barometer for what kind of live participation I got on here. And oh, we still have more of you joining. Battle Boxer, hello from Singapore. Wow, the channel's reach is truly international. So anyway, unless anybody has any other last minute questions, concerns, or please, I'm going to go ahead and end it now. So thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you hopefully Monday. We'll have a nice video to celebrate our fat dividends and TSLY, right? Okay. Thank you all. Take care. Talk to you later. Peace.